This week on Cartoon Dumpster Dive, we cover the Mighty Orbots.
Joel, have you ever heard of this before I told you that this is what we're going to do?
No. Never in my life did I know what an Orbot was or who the Mighty Orbots are. Where did this come from? Did you just find this one day scrolling the internet?
I just found this one. I was like, Orbots. Yeah, I didn't know anything about this. This is like a Voltron, GoBots, pseudo ripoff. I don't know. It's not good.
No, it is not.
It's weird to have a show where every character is annoying.
There was not a single character where I was just like, I like this character. This is a good character.
I will say, though, the villain, it's one of those shows where the villain is like wasted because his design and what he is, and he looks fucking cool as fuck. And you're like, why are you fighting these goobers? Like,
what is going on? Like, you're an intergalactic villain. Do something better.
You're a cosmic super AI that's like made of fucking smoke, and you've got a bunch of eyeballs, and you look rad as fuck, and you fight a sassy gay robot, a big strong robot, a dumb robot that eats, and then the two girl robots that are basically interchangeable.
Yeah.
So interchangeable, in fact, their names are one letter apart.
Oof.
But I'll tell you what's not bad about this show. That motherfucker theme song.
Let's hit it, man.
Mighty Orbots, they're joining together to fight for what's right everywhere. Mighty Orbots, protecting the world from the shadow of evil and doom. Orbots, champions of justice and truth. Oh no! Wow, boom, fresh.
Kind of slaps.
Oh man, I loved it. I've been singing this all week.
Go,
Mighty
Orbots.
I definitely give it about an 8 for me.
I would give it a 7.
Okay.
To me, it's
respectable.
There was something about the 80s cartoon intro that maybe I'm looking at it from, the rose glasses of nostalgia. Yeah. But I love an 80s intro. I don't know what it
80s,
is.
Like, just, I don't know. Like 80. It's not hair metal, but it's like, fuck, I don't know what genre that would be, but it's
just, I don't know.
It almost sounds like exercise music.
It's that get pumped. Like we talk about it as like, what intro, if you was a kid, you hear this coming on your TV Saturday morning, you're going to be like, oh yeah, let's do this. Yeah.
Followed by
this one, I'm probably getting a little pumped. I'm going to be in there, dancing a little bit as I get my bowl of cereal ready and ready to go watch some Mighty Orbots. But that never happened.
But it never happened.
Never did.
Joel, how did the Mighty Orbots get made?
So, Andrew, the Mighty Orbots. It was originally developed from an idea that was pitched. So, okay. All right, hang on. I want to take a step back. Now, okay. To you, did you feel like this was one of those, hey, this might have been made in Japan, then brought over to the US? Like, it was kind of like how Voltron Transformers was.
All these robot shows are basically that.
Yeah.
I mean, every single one of them are like, this was a Japanese property that we knew we could sell stuff, but I don't think they ever got to the point where they made Mighty Orbots merchandise.
Well, Andrew, I'm going to blow your wad with this. This came from an idea that was pitched by Fred Silverman.
That's not a very Japanese name at all.
Not at all. And it was just, he pitched this idea in response to the popularity of all other robot related properties that was coming out. Transformers, GoBots, Voltron. This man was just like, you know what the kids like?
Robots.
They like robots. And let me tell you, I've got an idea.
Let's make Devastator, but all of them are lame.
Let's make, I was watching this Transformer show with my kid, and they had this one guy called Devastator. All the robots got together to make a bigger robot. And then my son saw watching Voltron, and all these smaller robots got together to make a bigger robot. And I was just like, well, hot damn, we could do this too. So let's make a bunch of robots into a bigger robot, boys.
I like how, what's his name? Fred
Silverman is the most.
Fred Silverman is basically Boss Hog.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what these kids like.
So
Robots.
they made a 6-minute pilot episode. Now, originally, this pilot episode, the robots were called Brutes. Broots. Brutes. Had a lot of the same similarities between the finished selves, like what's in the Mighty Orbots. Apparently, through the production of this, they really didn't change much from the 6-minute pilot to this. So, and this is why I was surprised to find out old Fred Silverman was behind this, because all of the production animation was done in Japan for this. So they went over to Japan to have a Tokyo Movie Sensha and Intermedia Entertainment to produce it, and then they just released it under MGM. They brought on an anime director named Osamu Dezaki, and his brother. So Osamu's brother, Satoshi Dezaki, he did the storyboard. Character design was done by Akio Shujino, and it was animated by Shingo Arika.
I will say, these character designs are very Japanese. You know what I mean?
I do. I hate them though.
They're not good. No, they're like, they're all kind of Astro Boy-esque.
No, yep.
You feel me?
I'm
like
looking at them. Look at them. They do look
what's
like
that other one? There's like 9 of them. It's an anime about is it Cyborg number 9?
Oh, yeah.
They all kind of have that vibe to me.
Okay.
Like they're they look like they could be cool, but it's like it's very 80s Japan.
Yeah.
It's very 80s Japan robot design. And it's like this. I mean, also kudos for the design to not have merchandise in mind. Because that's what that's why all the other ones were super blocky and looked like robots because they needed to be made into toys. And this one, I guess they weren't doing that. So
well, let's be honest. They were going to do toys.
Oh yeah, if this caught on even remotely, they would have. That's the whole point of doing a robot show is to make toys.
This series only lasted for one season, 13 episodes, and it was largely due to the fact that there was a lawsuit between the show creator and Tonka.
Yep.
Because it was causing brand confusion with Tonka's GoBot franchise.
I was shocked that they only got sued by one toy company.
Okay.
I guess because Hasbro was like, this isn't affecting our money at all.
To me, it is wild that like no. I didn't watch GoBots growing up. I know enough about GoBots to where I would never look at these characters and be like, that's a GoBot, right?
I'm guessing it's because of the or and the go.
Yeah, it's got to be because it was just so like.
But it was thrown out. So even the judge was like, this holds no weight.
But even just the threat of a lawsuit sent this thing into oblivion, Andrew.
Yeah.
Which I'm thankful for. I honestly don't want to see a world where the Mighty Orbots was like the level of Transformers. That would be I don't want to know a fan like that.
You don't want to know what you don't want to know a Mighty Orbots fan?
I don't want mass groups of people being Mighty Orbot fan.
I could see that.
I just don't. I don't think it would be healthy for anybody, Andrew.
So I did think this whole time I'm watching this show, I didn't look at the cast, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, that's definitely Billy West as Robert Simmons. But no, I was wrong.
Who was
it's Barry Gordon. And you might know that name from his work as a Razor from SWAT Cats: The Radical Squadron.
Sweet.
But now that I know that, and I went back and watched a few episodes,
you can hear it.
I was like, oh yeah, he doesn't change up Razor at all. I'm just so. Let's talk about this show. So,
I hate it.
The robots. The first robot is Oh No Robot, and she's the small mother hen. We have Tor Robot, who is voiced like Link Hogthrob, one of the Muppets. He's the strongest of the 16. There's Bot, who is based off of Lou Costello. We have Bo Robot. She is, I think she
the
can,
female,
the ability to manipulate elements, and then Boo.
Speed.
She has the ability to manipulate light, and then you have Crunch Robot, who's honestly, out of all three of them, or out of six of them, he's more of the creative one of the six. He can eat stuff and convert it into energy.
I've got a lot of questions about Crunch.
Okay, let's hear them.
This might be the first robot I've ever seen that was like fat, has a belly.
Yeah, that was cool, I think.
So
I like crunch.
Well, my question is, did they build him fat, or was he skinny and then became fat?
I like to
Because
think
he
he was
ate too
built.
much.
I feel like he was built fat.
Okay.
Maybe his parts, maybe because he can convert. He's also an energy converter. There are several episodes where they use his eating talents to get out of situations where they need to power up.
Why is he the only one with a belt, too?
I don't know.
Is it because he's got, like, he's so fat that he can't keep up his metal underwear that is, welded onto him?
I would like to say, I don't think you should think too hard about it. This is strange. It's usually me who's doing this.
Dude, this I don't know what about this show, but I was just like, I had too many opinions about it.
But they were all built by Robert Simmons, who is the commander of the Orbots.
Who is the most narcissistic man to exist in this universe.
What makes you say that?
Okay. He built, because apparently he built all of these robots, right?
Yeah, he built all 6.
Yeah. Built all intelligent robots that have free think and free will, builds them to become a bigger robot that could go fight on their own, but he's like, no, I've got to be the center of attention. I've got to be the pilot of you guys, even though they could probably just do it themselves. He's just
That's
like,
a good point.
Nope. And he is so lazy that what does he do? He builds another robot to help him pilot the big robot.
That was the first robot. You're talking about the little girl robot?
Yeah.
Also, red flag.
But he is a narcissist because he just wants all the attention, the fame. I mean, look at him. He is like the definition of, I don't want to do anything, but I want to take all the credit.
Well, he does have a lot of man who still has blonde hair and adulthood behavior.
Yes.
So make your hair turn brown like a man, you fucking narcissist.
The hover bike he built in that first episode, that was a rad hover bike though. That was real cool.
I like the future world. I like how cool. I would say I was more impressed with the background design.
Yeah, but then you look at these robots and you're like, what the hell?
Uber ass robots, and you kind of just. I really love Lord Umbra. His just design of just evil AI with all these eyes, and he's just perfect space villain.
It is a really it's a really good space villain.
In this show, wasted, and then like all of his villain henchmen look stupid as fuck. He's the coolest one by a mile.
It is sad that
Plasmus was actually also pretty cool. Now that I watched the episode with Plasmus,
it feels like the world they built with like the villain. It's pretty cool. Like,
yeah,
you guys did really cool on that. But then when you look at the main characters, they all just look like trash. There's not a single character design that I like.
I think it's because all of them. So like team dynamics, you have like the serious one, the hothead one, and then like,
yeah.
Well, they do have the one character type of woman.
The second female robot on the team.
Yeah, it's like woman and then woman too. They like one shy, one likes to pull pranks, but it's like there's not really. Actually, none of them have that much personality.
Yeah.
except for maybe the one based off of Lou Costello. They just had something to work with there. Because, I mean, Crunch, I would say, would be like, if you're going to base them off of character archetypes, he would be the main character, like comedic relief. But it's just like his main joke is, I'm hungry. And that's it.
He flies by fording, too, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was not really an episode that I watched that I felt was the one where they went to jail was pretty funny. I don't know if you made it to that one.
They went to jail?
There's one where they get framed
Okay.
because Lord Umbra has a robot that looks just like the Mighty Orbots, and he
Ugh.
frames them for crimes, and they have to infiltrate the prison without telling them. So the Orbots just think that Rob just sent them to prison. That one was honestly pretty funny. And I do think so they say Mighty Orbots at least like 80 million times an episode. But I do think it's pretty funny that the villains also refer to them as the Mighty Orbots. Because you would think, like, in most shows, they'll be like, the moron robot Orbots or something like that. They would,
They would trash talk.
They would trash them with the prefix of their name. But even Lord Umbra was just like, we've got to stop the Mighty Orbots. And I'm like, why are you calling them mighty?
These guys are so cool. I gotta give them the respect that they deserve.
Hey, game recognized game. You know what I mean? Pound it. I don't have any hands because I'm a weird AI ghost thing. But yeah, I just
I do not like this.
yeah.
Whatsoever.
It sounds like you hated this more than I did. I just kind of was like, it was kind of whatever for me.
I don't know what it is. There was just something about it. I really think it just boils down to the character designs, because maybe I'm one of those nerds that I like a cool robot.
You are one of those nerds that likes a cool robot. Your house has like 4 Gundams in it.
Yeah, like I love a cool robot, but this I hate. I hate this. I don't know why.
Also,
I just do.
And of course, in true any show with a transformation sequence, don't worry, dear listener. There is 100% the save money animation sequence for them to transform.
I was surprised. The show starts out, very first episode, with the transformation sequence.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because that way they can recycle it every episode,
like,
of which they do.
It. You saw it, guys. You saw it, so we don't have to do it every time.
Oh no, you got it. That it's already paid for. I mean, cheap syndicated animation 101 is if you can get a transformation sequence, there's a reason they did it out in space and they have to write around them doing it in space. Is so whenever they transform, they can go right fucking back to that.
Yeah.
Animations are cartoons that care way less will just do it anywhere. So at least they had the writing workaround to do it in space. At the very least, they have that going for them.
Yeah.
Although that is the only positive thing that I can say about this show, because it was not enjoyable and it was not fun. So I have a feeling when we go to your new reoccurring segment, reviews that are mighty and reviews that are Oh, fuck. God damn it. I almost had it. I had something and I was like, what starts with or? And I was going to say, how about the horrible? We'll just leave the H out of horrible.
Okay. All right. Very nice, Andrew.
Like Charles Barkley would say it. He usually goes terrible, but he would
Terrible.
probably say horrible.
So, Andrew, it's been a while, but I cannot find any like reviews on this. They're all like some, let's say more, not really YouTubers, but basically like people who like they do it for a living,
Right.
that they reviewed it, but there was no like fan reviews.
7.4 out of 10 seems high, but then again, it's only out of 247 reviews. So it's like,
Yeah. I mean, it's,
somebody even went by so much as to rate some of the episodes.
I see that,
individually.
but only 3. I feel
Only
like
3.
they only made it through 3 and they're like, yeah, it's good enough for a rating,
Good enough for me.
but did not finish it, which how you could stomach 3 episodes of it blows my mind. I only made it through 2 and had to cut it off because I was just this is shit.
I've watched about 5. I kind of enjoyed the Plasmus episode. I don't know if you watched that one, because throughout the episode, Plasmus gets more gross and he eventually becomes this giant goo potbelly monster, but he knows the secrets of the Orbots, so they have to kill him, and he does die.
Oh,
I was like, holy shit. It wasn't a good episode per se, but
for this show,
I did enjoy that it was like this. I don't know, like when
Polished
villains
toad.
like get potbelly, like goofy looking. I was like, that's pretty funny.
kind of like Crunch, how he's a
Yeah, kind of like
belly-
Crunch. Out of all 6 of them, I would say I like Crunch's design the best.
I hate them all. I hate all
Hates
these
them all.
designs.
Well, if
Not
you
a
don't,
redeemable one.
so I guess
Don't
your
don't
closing.
watch it.
Don't.
Do not
They're
waste.
probably gonna watch it out of morbid curiosity.
If you want to do it, but I told you so. It is not good.
But if you don't hate us, you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/cartoondd. There we have the $5 tier. It gets you stickers and pins mailed directly to your door. Access to the Discord is now on the free tier because I posted an invite link, and I will do that every 30 days. So just be sure to look out for it. And then if you're a paying Patreon member, you will be be able to access the Mega Request, where your request goes to the top of the list. If not, you can go to our website, cartoondumpsterdive.com, and maybe buy a shirt while you're there. We have an X, Cartoon DD. We are Cartoon Dumpster Dive on all other social media platforms. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, please leave a 5-star review on the podcasting platform of your choice, because it always helps out the show so we can still become the mighty Cartoon Dumpster Dive. Have a great rest of your week.
See ya.
Go, mighty Dumpster Dive. Okay.